I have a massive crypto update for you. The things that are taking place this week if you hold Dogecoin, cryptocurrencies, Shiba Inu, a massive update. We're going to be getting into the Bitcoin miner capitulation. Also, how this affects historically the crypto market. This is very imminent. We also have a lot of volatility coming up, the worst month ever for Bitcoin since 2018. We also have a potential bottom indicator. We might actually be very close to the bottom. I'm going to be getting into that and much more. So make sure you stick around until the very end of this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you love cryptocurrency content, and make sure you subscribe with notifications on, because these videos will help you to make and save lots of money in cryptocurrency. So first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the charts today have been bearish. We have been seeing a pretty decent correction from last night's high. So this weekend and days before the weekend, we were seeing a lot of green. We were recovering, we were bouncing after a massive crash, and that is what has been taking place. But let's go ahead and get into the video. I need to share with you some very important information that nobody's talking about, and make sure you watch my video that I posted earlier this afternoon to really understand what's going to be taking place this week. So the first thing is first, we have the Bitcoin miner capitulation. And what is happening is that miners are not profiting as much. Bitcoin is super cheap, and miners are literally not making that much money. So there is going to be a miner capitulation, meaning a lot of people are going to fall off Bitcoin mining, maybe go somewhere else. And typically what this will bring with it is a correction in the crypto market and also a near bottom. So very interesting. We can see that by this chart. Every capitulation was marked by these yellow areas, and we can see what happened with the price. We saw a correction followed by a bounce into the start of a bull market most of the time. So very interesting. And look at this. This is very interesting as well. And you must understand, first and foremost, if you don't trade Bitcoin or you don't care about Bitcoin, this is very important. If you want to understand where altcoins are headed, altcoins, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, the meme coins follow Bitcoin. But here it is. So the Bitcoin ecosystem, in other words, crypto, is aggressively growing, and it's aggressively adding to its exposure. This is a positive sign for a future supply squeeze. And what this essentially means is what's right now is happening is that people are fearful of keeping their cryptos on exchanges. So they're removing it off exchanges. And when there is very little cryptocurrencies left on the exchanges, it means that there's very little cryptocurrencies to buy and to sell. And so what this causes is a supply squeeze, especially when the market begins to recover and bounce up very fast. And that brings and speeds up demand, which ultimately pushes the price of cryptocurrencies up very fast. What we can also see is a massive spike in the Bitcoin shrimps. A shrimp is somebody who holds less than 1 Bitcoin. And we can see, although the price is going down, the shrimp supply, the holders of shrimps, the shrimp holders, whatever you want to call them, is growing really fast. And this is pretty interesting. So people are buying the dip at a very fast pace. So a crab is somebody from 0.1 Bitcoin to 10 Bitcoin. And this is growing very fast. These charts, the pink waves that we're seeing spiking crazy high numbers, is the crabs, is the shrimp that we saw in the previous one. Now here is the most important metric that I've taken a look at in this article, and I'm very surprised by it, but it's also very accurate historically. So what we can see is that there is a thing called max pain. So when people get to a level of max pain, as a psychological level, this is typically when cryptos bounce up or bottom. And we are getting to these historical levels that have proven themselves every single crypto cycle, that we are getting to max pain. So when the price, as we see, is this tiny little thin black line on the top, that's the price of Bitcoin. We see it continually going up. When it reaches these levels, these yellow levels, that shows that we are in the max pain region. And typically every single time it gets close to it, we bounce up, and we are getting very close. The past couple of cycles, we have actually gotten into that region, but we have not yet gotten to that region, which means that we could go to that region, we could go down further, or we're very close to the bottom. So ultimately, there's not much movement from our current level to that red area or that pinkish area where the max pain area isn't historically, ladies and gentlemen. This is when crypto's bottom. This is when cryptos actually begin the bull market. And typically for institutional investors, this is actually the buy zone. This is the buy zone for institutional investors when the price gets to these levels. So things are getting very, very crazy. Now, we have seen a correction for most cryptocurrencies from our current area. Dogecoin specifically was pumping big this weekend, and we saw a very big correction last night. That's why in the Patreon, I put a sell alert out so you can secure these profits. I put sell alerts out in the Patreon. I also do buy alerts where we bought Dogecoin way here close to the bottom before it took off, where people made over 50% profits this week in the Patreon, or last week to be specific. If you want to get access to these buy alerts, make sure you join the Patreon right now. You can get full access to buy and sell alerts for cryptocurrencies. And if you are going to be trading cryptocurrencies, I recommend that you claim your $30,000 deposit bonus over on Bybit. All you have to do is open up an account using the link in my video description, deposit any amount of cryptocurrency over there for the first time, and you will qualify for huge bonuses. And there are deposit requirements for the $30,000 free deposit bonus. If you're in the US, you will need to use a VPN when you create an account, and when you log on, that's it. I recommend putting your country in Spain. Now also, this is Cyber Monday, so I am having a 50% Cyber Monday deal on my crypto mentorship program for 1 whole year. If you are interested in this, apply with the link in my video description. That is going to be it for this video. If you got at least one thing out of the video, please consider giving this video just a thumbs up. It really helps to support the channel, and make sure you subscribe and notifications on so you do not miss these time sensitive videos that will make you money in crypto. That's going to be it for this video. Have a good night. Bye bye.